As men, we've got to put on the blinders and narrow our focus in on who we want to be. This solar highest aim. We are men created to do great things. Better men, choosing a direction, a noble direction, a worthy direction, over aimlessly wandering around chasing the new shiny object that society blindedly blinds your sheepish eyes with. This is the Better Man Channel, where the mission is to inspire men to take steps towards a worthy direction and to begin to bring order not only into their lives but into their communities' lives, friends' lives, society lives. Let's be the men that inspire others to take up the noble cause to be man. We live in a culture today where there's so many distractions. There's so many things vying for our attention that many times we pick and choose from this, like the ultimate buffet. I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and do that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Say we want to take different characteristics of different men. Hey, this man has succeeded in this area. Let me take a little bit of his characteristics and qualities. Let me mix that with the qualities of other men that I admire, and let me become this great philosophical man. But what's wrong with that, or can be wrong with that, and the downside of that, is that many times it leaves us very flexible, right? So when different situations occur, we say, well, I could do this, or I could do that, I could do that. And ultimately it leaves us indecisive because we have too many options. And that's the world that we currently live in. Too many options, so we never aim for any certain specific direction, right? If you have a goal, you can't just say, I want to be rich, because how are you going to get rich? What's your timeline? How are you going to do it? What are you going to do when there's some setbacks and you mess up and you fail? The more specific we are, the more likely we are to end up in that direction, or end up in the final place that we want to go. And we see many indecisive men today, and that is not a quality of a man that wants to achieve any desirable living, any form of success. As men, we've got to put on the blinders and narrow our focus in on who we want to be. This solar highest aim. We are men created to do great things, but if we're constantly distracted like the rest of the world, we leave ourselves vulnerable. Vulnerable means we leave ourselves weak. So any new trend, any new fad catches our attention and we're on it. We jump from bandwagon to bandwagon to bandwagon, thinking that each one of those are going to provide us with this rich, fulfilling life. And I was recently reading Seneca, one of his letters to a student he was writing to, and he said that those who need riches the least enjoy them the most. Think about that. Those who need riches the least enjoy them the most. Meaning to me that those who are always looking for more, they can enjoy what they have. But when you realize what I have, what I need is right now, focused in on that, then we can truly enjoy it. If I'm a man with 30 different philosophies and 30 different beliefs and 30 different directions, I can't enjoy the richness that one direction would provide for me. I want to go somewhere and I want to get there, then I got to stay focused in on that. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What's your goals? And can you aim specifically on that direction so that others around you see that you're an example? You're not like a leaf in the wind, easily blown to this new trend, this new fad, this new idea, this new idea. And I'm not saying that new ideas are bad. And then I'm not saying that we shouldn't pick and choose different qualities of men or different qualities, philosophies that we like and enjoy and want to integrate and incorporate into our lives. But in doing so, they must align with our specific direction that we're wanting to go, with the desirable results that we're wanting to attain. So who are you? Yes, take different qualities and create this ultimate superior man, but be focused on certain directions that you want to go so that you actually end up somewhere and you're not just running in circles. We are men created to be an example. And if you're always chasing your tail and running around blindly, then you're going to be an example to society. And what does society look like in the current position that it's in? It's running around blindfolded, chasing this, chasing that, chasing identities because they're over indulging in all the new trends, all the new fads, all the new social justice warrior causes. We're men created to stand for something. And as the saying goes, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And as cliche as that sounds, it's true. Let's focus on bringing order into our lives. Let's focus on bringing direction into our lives. And in doing so, we're going to make that a habit. And when that becomes a habit, that becomes second nature. And we are just these men that create direction, that create order. And other people are going to take notice of that. And they're going to see the results of our actions. And they're going to want to be a part of that. And that's the society we were created to perpetuate this order that brings meaning, purpose into our lives. If we're always chasing the new shiny object, we're going to be left vulnerable. But when we focus in on something, we achieve excellence, we create excellence, and we end up in the desired direction that we're going. And we become the men that we know we're capable of. We've chosen the direction. We've chosen the qualities and characteristics, the perspective, the philosophy that's going to get us where we desire to be. You are a better man. I love you guys. You'll hear from me next episode.